Well, viewers, I'm delighted to be here today in the GT Audio Works Sound Insight Past Labs and also featuring Triode Wire Labs room here at the Capitol Audiofest. And here's Greg Takish from GT Audio and Steve Rabitz from
Sound Insight.
Sound Insight. Gentlemen, how are you today?
We're doing great, Pete. Thanks.
That's great. Tell us about the system you have here. Steve, if you could start us off and I'll wrap up with the speakers.
Sure, absolutely. I'm with Steve with Sound Insight, and I'd just like to let everybody know that we are absolutely honored to be here today and thank Past Labs and VuJade and Triode Wire Labs and everybody else who contributed to this to make this happen. The speakers that we are showing today are by GT Audio Works. They're the world's first planar magnetic design that does not use a conventional mylar or Kapton film. It's a special membrane that Greg is going to go into greater detail with. They're made into the Sound Insight SI600 servo subs. You can get them either 2 per side, 3 per side, 4 per side, or 6 per side. They come with their own amplification. They're open baffle design, so they don't load their room. They go down to 16 hertz, and they are simply a world beater in terms of not loading the room, not having the conventional boom effect that you get when you put a woofer in a box. They disperse evenly across the room, so there's no room nodes. And they will integrate with just about any speaker that you can think of. They work wonderfully with Greg's speakers, as I'll explain a little bit later, as far as mating around 50, 60 hertz. THX standard is 80 hertz or below, and you certainly do that. I know Kemper Holt was in earlier from ABS showrooms, and we had shown him the frequency response graph indicating, and most manufacturers won't show you that around 2 kilohertz, the signal is down a couple of dB from the laws of psychoacoustics. That makes things sound a little better to the ear, and a little bump around 50, 60 kilohertz. So really, we urge anybody who's in the area to come and audition them. If you're not in the area, we have people flying in from all over the country. We will reimburse them for their airfare. I can pick them up at the airport, or they can come in by the train station in Massapequa and pick them up. Without further ado, I can have Greg explain a little bit of the technology involved in the loudspeakers.
And these are my GTA 3R planar magnetic ribbon loudspeakers. They incorporate a two-way driver that I designed and manufacture. It's not an OEM driver. It has some couple interesting features. I use a proprietary membrane that reduces resonances. The planar magnetic driver is a full range driver, uses no electrical crossover. All the manipulation of the frequency response is done mechanically. It has a ribbon tweeter that uses a first order network. They're very transparent, very fast, very efficient, 92 dB, 4 ohm, and they make wonderfully with these subwoofers from Sound Insight. They're open baffle also.
Well, viewers, there's a lot to be said for open baffle loudspeakers. Open baffle loudspeakers, using them for low frequency drivers, they have the speed to mate well with mid-range panels, mid-range drivers, because there's nothing restricting them behind.
I designed these to go down to 50 hertz, and I don't want them to go any lower because, in my opinion, planars are great, but if you want bass, you need surface area, and that's what these subs do.
Surface area is the key. It's the key ticket here. Well, it's a very impressive looking system. The fit and finish, Greg, on your speakers is out of the park. We videoed you several years ago, and it was a beautiful wooden finish, but you've come miles.
This is what people tell me what they want, so I want to give them what they want.
Yep, well, you've done a great job with the fit and finish. And viewers, you're in for a treat. We're going to be playing that drum track that we've been using of late, and this is going to knock your socks off.
Thanks, Pete, for coming.
Thank you, guys.
And like I said, if you have any color that you like, we can reproduce it. To match it. If you have an Audi or a Porsche or Ferrari, whatever color you want, we can get it done. I personally ceramic coat every pair, so they have scratch proof for life.
Great, super. Well, thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you, Peter.
Let's listen. Here we go. Wow. Wow.
That was exciting.
Whoa, as we just said, oh my goodness gracious. We turned it up a little bit for that shoot today here, viewers, and I wanted to show you the impact of baffle-less woofers. And there you have it. That's what they do. They give you that. They sock it
Yeah.
right in your chest. Boom, boom. Man, oh man, that's incredible. And the detail and the delicacy of your main drive units, Craig, they're just, it's just beautiful the way that you can get the system to integrate the panels to the woofer towers, and then the ribbon integrating with your planer is just perfect.
There's nothing between that planer other than a speaker cable and a binding post.
There's no crossover, folks.
Right to the amp.
Yep, this is just as pure can be. Well, I encourage you guys to reach out to Greg, reach out to Steve. You got to hear these speakers. Steve will cover your expenses to come up and visit.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
Greg, you've come a long way, my friend. You've got a hit on your hands.
I remember our first visit.
I do too. Man,
you.
oh man! Congratulations to the
I
both
hope
of you.
everybody can experience this. We have this set up in a typical living condition.
Yeah.
Aside from our store in Huntington, they're set up in Massapequa.
His house.
In a typical
Yeah.
27 by 16 room. And you can experience open baffle servo technology at its best with these wonderful speakers. So I encourage you all to reach out and speak with us.
Well, thank you guys very much. They
Thank
do
you all.
deliver. They deliver everything.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you guys.
Thanks for visiting.